Have you ever walked into your own home, the place that should be your sanctuary, and felt a subtle weight in the air? A stillness that isn't peaceful, but heavy. You've cleaned, you've organized, you've opened the windows, and yet the feeling lingers. You might dismiss it as a mood or a long day. But what if the source is not within you, but around you, silently residing in the very objects you keep? We are often taught that a home is a collection of things, a testament to our memories, our tastes, our past. But ancient wisdom reveals a deeper truth. Your home is not a museum of what has been. It is a living, breathing extension of your own energy field. And some items, unknowingly, become anchors. Anchors that hold your spirit to energies that no longer serve you, inviting a presence of stagnation, of sadness, of unseen influences that dim your inner light. This isn't about fear. It is about awareness. It's about empowerment. Today, we will not be talking about ghosts in the way you see in movies. We will be talking about the subtle yet commanding energetic imprints left on the physical world. We are going to journey together through the 7 types of items that act as powerful magnets for this heavy, stagnant energy. This is a roadmap to transforming your home from a storage space for the past into a vibrant sanctuary for your present and a powerful launchpad for your future. Before we begin this transformative journey, I invite you to make a declaration. This is a promise to yourself, a powerful act of intention. Go to the comment section below and write, with purpose, "My home is my sanctuary." By typing these words, you are drawing a line. You are announcing that your space is sacred ground, dedicated to your peace and your growth. Do it now and feel the shift in your own resolve. If this philosophy of conscious living resonates with the deeper part of you, consider this an invitation to walk this path with us. By subscribing to this channel, you are not just watching videos, you are joining a community of souls dedicated to illuminating their lives from the inside out. Gently tap that like button if you feel the truth in these words, so that others who are seeking this clarity can find their way here. Now, let us begin. Let us explore the first type of object that holds a powerful, unseen influence. First, the artifacts of old sorrows. Look around your space, not with your eyes, but with your feelings. Do you see it? Perhaps it's a piece of jewelry from a relationship that ended in heartbreak. It sits in a velvet box, untouched. Or maybe it's a photograph on the wall, capturing a moment with a loved one who has passed. But when you look at it, the feeling is not one of gentle remembrance, but of sharp, recurring grief. It could be an article of clothing, still holding a faint scent of the past, hanging in your closet like a ghost. These are not just objects. They are resonant chambers of emotion. Think of a tuning fork. When you strike it, it vibrates at a specific frequency. These items, saturated with the intense energy of loss, grief, or betrayal, continue to vibrate at that frequency long after the event is over. From a space of deep awareness, we find that every time your gaze falls upon them, or even when your subconscious mind registers their presence, your own energy field begins to attune to that old, painful frequency. It's an unconscious invitation for that sorrow to re-enter your present moment. The laws of nature itself reveal this principle. A still pond will become stagnant. Energy, too, must flow. By holding on to these artifacts, you are essentially creating a dam in the river of your own life force. Ancient wisdom doesn't ask you to forget or dishonor your past. It asks you to integrate it. The love you felt is not in the object. It is woven into the fabric of your soul. The lessons learned are not in the relic of the heartbreak. They are now a part of your own strength. To release the object is not an act of betrayal. It is a profound act of self-compassion. It is a declaration that you choose to honor the memory with love, but you refuse to let the pain define your present reality. Letting go creates a space, not an empty space, but a sacred space, ready to be filled with new life, new joy, and the peace of the now. Second, the monuments to broken vows. In your home, there may be monuments, not of stone or marble, but of paper, metal, and wood. These are the objects tied to promises that were broken, either by others or by yourself. That business plan, sitting in a drawer, for a dream you abandoned out of fear. The set of expensive art supplies, still in their packaging, a testament to a creative self you promised to nurture but never did. It could be a gift, given with a promise of a future that never came to be, now collecting dust on a shelf. Each of these items is an energetic contract that is still active. Imagine every unfulfilled promise as a tiny, invisible thread extending from you to that object. You might not consciously think about it, but your subconscious energy is continually feeding these threads. It's a slow, constant drain on your vitality. When you see that abandoned project, you don't just see paper, you feel the faint echo of self-disappointment. When you see that gift, you don't just see a thing, you feel the ghost of a future that dissolved. From a space of deep awareness, we can understand that the universe responds to clarity. It cannot fully support your new intentions if your energy is still tangled in the unfulfilled intentions of your past. These monuments to broken vows create a subtle field of resistance in your home. It's like trying to sail forward with several anchors still dragging on the seafloor. You can put in immense effort, but your progress will always feel slow and heavy. Releasing these objects is a powerful ritual of energetic severance. It's you, as the master of your own domain, declaring those old contracts null and void. This is not about admitting failure. It is about reclaiming power. As you let go of the object, you can say, I release this promise from the past. I reclaim all of my energy for the present. I am free to create a new future. It's a transformative act that clears the way for what truly wants to emerge through you right now. To release the monument is to give yourself the most profound gift, a clean slate. Third, the relics of a false identity. Now, I want you to open your closet. I want you to look at the clothes hanging there. Who do they belong to? Are they for the person you are today? Or are they for a person you once were? Or perhaps a person you thought you should be? That suit from a corporate job that crushed your spirit. The dress that's 2 sizes too small. A constant, silent judgment on your body. The collection of books on a topic that no longer interests you. But you keep them to appear a certain way. These are not just items. They are costumes and props from a play that has ended. And by keeping them in your immediate environment, you are keeping the energy of that old character alive. Every time you see them, you are subconsciously reminded of a version of yourself that is no longer true. It creates an internal conflict, a subtle friction between who you are and who these objects claim you to be. It hinders your ability to fully step into your authentic, present self. Nature is our greatest teacher in this. A tree does not cling to last year's leaves. It lets them fall, trusting that new growth will come. A snake sheds its skin, not because the old skin is bad, but because it has become too small. It must be shed to allow for expansion. Your home is your skin. To fill it with relics of a false or outdated identity is to constrict your own spiritual growth. From a place of profound stillness, we see the truth your worth is not defined by the roles you've played or the things you've accumulated. It is inherent. It is now. Releasing these items is a powerful affirmation to the universe and to yourself. It says, but I honor the journey that brought me here, but I am no longer defined by that path. I am present. I am authentic. I am enough right here, right now. Making space in your closet is symbolic. You are truly making space in your life for your real self to breathe, to expand, and to be seen. Fourth, the vessels of stagnation. Energy in its purest form is movement. It is life. Therefore, any item in your home that embodies stillness and decay holds an energy that is the direct opposite of vitality. Look for these vessels. A vase of water that has sat for weeks, now cloudy. A plant that has withered and died, still sitting in its pot. A stack of old newspapers and magazines in the corner, filled with yesterday's dramas and fears. The forgotten food at the back of the pantry. These things may seem small and insignificant, but energetically, they are incredibly potent. They are black holes in the energy field of your home, constantly drawing vitality into themselves. The stagnant water does not just sit there. It projects an energy of neglect, of life force that has been allowed to fester. The dead plant is not just a lifeless object, it is a constant, subtle visual mantra of decay in your living space. The pile of old news is a monument to anxiety and turmoil, anchoring your home in a collective fear that is not even yours. Think of your home's energy like the flow of a pristine river. These items are like pockets of thick mud and algae along the riverbank, slowing the current and polluting the water. Over time, these small areas of stagnation can affect the entire flow, making the whole environment feel sluggish, heavy, and uninspired. It's why you can feel tired in your own home for no apparent reason. Your spirit is having to work harder to maintain its light amidst these pockets of energetic density. Ancient wisdom from many cultures has always emphasized the importance of Qi, or life force energy, and the necessity for it to flow unimpeded. The act of clearing these vessels of stagnation is one of the simplest yet most profound forms of energetic hygiene you can perform. When you pour out the old water, you are not just cleaning a vase, you are signaling to the universe your desire for fresh, clean energy. When you remove the dead plant and replace it with a living one, you are making a powerful statement about your commitment to life. You are choosing vitality over decay, flow over stagnation. Fifth, the inherited shadows. This is a subtle yet immensely powerful category. We often receive items from our family, passed down through generations. An antique dresser, a grandfather clock, a set of fine china. We keep them out of love, out of respect, out of a sense of duty to our lineage. But we must ask a courageous question. What energy did these items absorb before they came to us? Imagine an old piece of furniture that sat for 50 years in a home filled with unspoken resentment and silent arguments. Wood is porous. It doesn't just absorb moisture on a subtle level, it absorbs the dominant emotional energy of its environment. That beautiful clock may have chimed through decades of a lonely person's grief. The china may have been used for countless tense family dinners. These objects are not just heirlooms, they can be carriers of unresolved ancestral patterns. From a space of deep awareness, we recognize that energy is imprinted upon matter. You may bring such an item into your loving, peaceful home, and then find, inexplicably, that a certain tension begins to creep into the atmosphere. A new pattern of arguing may emerge, or a subtle feeling of sadness begins to permeate a specific room. It's not a curse. It is simply a resonance. The object is vibrating with a heavy history, and that vibration is now influencing your present day sanctuary. Honoring your ancestors does not require you to house their pain. Your duty is not to become a curator of familial suffering. Your greatest act of love and respect for your lineage is to heal and evolve, to live with more lightness and freedom than they perhaps could. This can be a delicate process. If an item feels heavy to you, it is. Trust your intuition above all else. You can take a photo of the item to preserve the memory. You can perform a ceremony of gratitude, thanking the object for its service and for the ancestor who gave it, and then lovingly release it. By doing this, you are not just cleansing your home, you are cleansing a generational line, choosing to inherit the love, but release the shadow. Sixth, the accumulations of disconnection. In our modern world, we face a new kind of energetic intruder. It isn't ancient or ancestral, it is digital and perpetual. I'm speaking of the items that foster disconnection from yourself, from your loved ones, and from the present moment. Look at the pile of unused electronics, old phones and tangled chargers emitting a subtle, chaotic electromagnetic field. Consider the television that is always on, even when no one is watching, filling your sanctuary with a constant stream of external noise, opinion, and fear. These are not passive objects. They are active portals. They are designed to pull your attention outward, away from your center. Think of your own mind and spirit as a calm, clear lake. Each notification, each breaking news alert, each bit of manufactured drama is a stone thrown into that lake, creating ripples that disturb your peace. When your home is filled with the sources of this noise, even when they are silent, their potential to interrupt is a constant, low-grade hum of anxiety in the background. The natural laws of awareness show us that where your attention goes, your life flows. If your environment is designed to perpetually scatter your attention, it will be incredibly difficult to cultivate inner peace, deep focus, or meaningful connection. You may find yourself sitting in the same room with someone you love, but you are both worlds away, lost in the glow of a screen. The home ceases to be a place of bonding and becomes a mere collection point for distracted individuals. Taking command of this is a revolutionary act in today's world. It means creating deliberate spaces of digital silence in your home. It means getting rid of the electronic clutter that no longer serves a purpose. It means making a conscious choice to turn off the noise, to let the air be filled not with broadcasted anxiety, but with meaningful conversation, or even better, with peaceful silence. Releasing these accumulations of disconnection is how you reclaim your home as a sacred space for a far more important kind of connection, the connection to your own soul. Seventh, the echoes of physical pain. The final category is perhaps the most personal and often the most overlooked. These are the items associated with a period of intense physical illness or pain. It could be an old pair of crutches in the back of the closet, a bottle of expired painkillers you keep just in case, even a specific chair or bed where you spent months recovering from an injury or an illness. These objects, like the artifacts of sorrow, become saturated with the energy of that difficult time. They don't just hold the memory of the event, they hold the energetic imprint of the pain itself, of the fear, the helplessness, and the struggle. Your body has healed, you have moved on, but these items remain as silent monuments to your suffering. Every time you see them, your body's own cellular memory can be subtly triggered, reconnecting you to the state of being unwell. From a place of deep compassion for yourself, you can understand that keeping these things around is like asking a garden to flourish while leaving old, diseased plants in the soil. It is a constant, subliminal reminder of your own vulnerability and frailty, rather than your incredible capacity for healing and resilience. It anchors a part of your consciousness to the identity of a person who was sick, instead of allowing you to fully embody your present state of vitality. The path of wisdom is to honor the journey of healing completely. This includes releasing the tools of the sick room once they are no longer needed. Thank them for their support. Acknowledge the role they played in your recovery, and then let them go. Let them go with gratitude. This act is a powerful and definitive statement to your body, mind, and spirit. It declares that the period of illness is over. It closes that chapter with honor and finality. You are not erasing the past. You are refusing to allow it to cast a shadow over the vibrant health you inhabit today and the even greater well-being you are stepping into tomorrow. You have walked this path of awareness, and you now see your home through new eyes. You understand that decluttering is not just a physical task. It is a sacred act, a profound spiritual practice. It is the conscious curation of your reality. The journey does not end here. This is a beginning. The empty space you create is not a void. It is a canvas. It is an invitation for peace, for creativity, for love, for joy to enter and expand. You have released the old, heavy anchors. Now, you consciously choose the new energies you wish to cultivate. You can fill that space with life, with plants, with music, with the scent of sage or sandalwood. You can fill it with intention, with light, with laughter. You are the guardian of your sanctuary. You decide what is allowed to remain. Your external world is a mirror of your internal world. As you bring clarity and peace to your home, you will find more clarity and peace blooming within your own heart. This is the great work. It is the path of a conscious creator. If this journey has resonated with you, if you feel a calling to continue this work of transforming your life from the inside out, then make a commitment to your own growth. Subscribe to this channel. This is your personal declaration that you are dedicated to your own awakening, to becoming the calm, clear, and powerful center of your own universe. Your journey is sacred, and we are here to walk it with you. Go in peace and create your sanctuary.